So receiving is another area where typical discrepancies and errors in the inventory can occur. Today in retail, what most retailers do is they do an assumed receipt, which basically means that they have an advanced shipping notice that tells them what merchandise they're supposed to receive and how many boxes they're supposed to receive. And all they do is once the delivery truck comes in, they just count the boxes and assuming that what's inside the boxes is what the advanced shipping notice, hence assumed receipt. Now there's opportunity for there to be errors in those orders, errors from the distribution center, fraud from their vendors, and other types of discrepancies that basically distort the inventory in the store as they are receiving merchandise. Now, one of the advantages of having RFID source tagged either by the manufacturer or at the distribution center is that as merchandise is being received, we could read the contents of the merchandise and compare it with that advanced shipping notice and make sure that it's matching 100%. Even if it's not matching, the discrepancies can be identified at that time at the receiving point, and basically what's being put physically into the inventory will reflect 100% to what's been being allocated in the system of record as the inventory. So here again we have our TrueVUE reporting on the report on the screen. You can see that on your left-hand side. And we have a receive workflow, which is what I am going to be tapping in just a minute. We also have here, we're using fixed infrastructure. Fixed infrastructure means that we have some fixed antennas on the wall. These are RFID antennas, and they have the capability of reading basically what's being passed in front of the antennas to identify what is the content. So in this case, we have our cart of merchandise being staged. We're going to receive that merchandise into our inventory. I'm going to show you what that looks like as it's being received. So I'm going to tap on the receive workflow. I'm going to pull my cart of merchandise. And I'm just going to walk in front of the RFID antennas. And that's basically going to read everything that's inside the antennas. It's going to open the advanced shipping notice that is associated with those products. And it's going to tell me if that matches or not, and if there's any discrepancies within that order. So in this case, what we're seeing here is that we have an expected quantity of 18 items, and we have a total of 17 items. You can see that on your top right-hand side of the report. So already we have some discrepancies there in terms of sorted items. Underneath that, you'll see all the details of the items. And I'm going to go ahead and maximize the screen so you could see a little more details of what's actually going on. So let me maximize this so you can see the whole detail. So here what you're seeing now is all the details of the items that were received. You have obviously the description, and then here what you're seeing is the status. So the green means that everything is good. That's exactly what I ordered. The yellow means that there are more expected. I got shorted on those specific items. And then red means that you're shipping me items that I did not order. Now, obviously, this order has some discrepancies. And even though I cannot correct them here at the receiving area, but at least what I'm putting physically in my inventory is what's going to be reflected in my system of record. And this would help greatly, especially if you're selling online, because if you receive red shirts and you really order blue shirts, then you have red shirts in your inventory that you will never sell, and you think you have blue shirts when you really don't have them. So this ensures that what you have in your inventory is accurate and reflects what is on your system of record.